Hello, fellow prospector. I'm looking for someone. A tall, hunched man with long brown hair. Maybe you've seen him.
No, I'm sorry. What's this all about?
I'm looking for my brother, Athanasius. He vanished without a trace a while back. I've been looking everywhere.
And what have you both been doing here anyway? The zone's a dangerous place.
Well, don't expect me to reveal our trade secrets, but... well, let's just say there are many unclaimed riches still here in Pripyat.
Really? Like what?
You've got a nice aura. I'll let you discover that for yourself.
You've got a nice what? Never mind. I'm looking for someone as well. I'll keep an eye out for your brother.
Thank you, my good sir. May Lady Luck smile upon your prospecting. Safe travels, my friend. Oh, and take this. Perhaps it will come in handy.
Look sharp, this asshole's gotta be around here somewhere. Eyes open. I don't need any more shit from Kozlov. I know, damn Samushells. Nothing but thieves, drifters, and lunatics.
Why lunatics?
What sane person would choose to live in this irradiated wilderness? We asked them nicely to leave, yet they're still fucking resisting.
Hey, you're right. I wouldn't be here either, but they pay better than the army.
They must be looking for our mystery guy.
Hey, don't hurt me! I'm unarmed!
Hands where I can see them. I take it you're the traitor everyone's so anxious to find.
What? Where did you get that? I know, traitor. I was never even with the NAR.
You'll have to be a lot more convincing than that. Those spooks really want to find you. Your face is all over the radio.
All right. I used to trade with some of the grunts sometimes. But those knuckleheads got confused about how trading works. They tried to rip me off, and...
And what?
One thing led to another, and you understand. I took a few little items to balance the account. Obviously, they didn't want the brass to find out about their little side hustle, so they cooked up this yarn about a traitor.
Interesting.
Yeah, but not nearly as interesting as you, my friend. You're new to the zone, right? You've been staying in Mikhail's warehouse. I wonder what you're up to.
How did you know that?
I need to go now. They're probably worried about me.
Who's they?
Sorry, I can't tell you that. Please step aside. I'm going now.
No, you're not. We have no idea who this guy is, Igor. We turn him loose, he could run straight back to NAR and trade our lives for their forgiveness or some other kind of deal. Don't you even think about letting him go. At least not before combing through his stuff.
Sorry, but I don't like your story. Why don't you tell me who you really are? And let's take a little look-see in your bag while we're at it.
Who I am is none of your bloody business, and I'm not showing you shit.
Just another stalker trying to make it in the zone, eh? You're free to go.
Yeah, whatever.
Stop right there, don't move a muscle.
Why are you pointing your gun at me, you barbarian? We've got bigger problems.
What did you just call me? On the ground.
I hate to break it to you, but there's a goddamn monster running around, and I promise you, it won't care about your little rifle. We have to get the hell out of here.
On the ground, now! I won't tell you.
Thank you, kindly citizen. I can tell you're a good man. Not like those vandals. I just need to catch my breath.
Shouldn't we be running from the monster?
What? Don't worry, that was just a ruse to get past these brutes.
Really? It almost cost you your life.
Audendum est fortis adiuvat ipsa Venus.
What is that, Latin? What does it mean?
It means you should have paid more attention in school, citizen. Now go, before a real monster shows up. Hello, my fellow Pripyat citizen. Once again, thank you for saving my ass. I wish there were more people like you. We would rebuild this shitty place in no time.
Do you think it's safe to stick around?
Not really, and especially not after I almost died. I'm doing it for the cause, you see, not for my own gain. And I'll continue on, even if I'm destined to end up like Cicero.
I must have skipped that day in history class. Sorry.
With my head and limbs separated from my body.
Oh. What are you doing here anyway?
Doing whatever I can, whatever needs to be done every goddamn day. And guess what? Nobody will ever thank you for that.
You need to be a little more specific than that.
I was a school teacher once. History, here and in Slavutich. I spent my best years teaching those drooling teenage morons about the rise and fall of empires, about the greatness of the past. Do you know what it got me?
A headache?
And a shitty teacher's pension for my entire life's work. Historia est magistra vitae, said Cicero. My poor Cicero. Anyways, I decided to leave the books behind and get my hands dirty. Pripyat now lies in ruins, like ancient Rome, ransacked by barbarian hordes. But we can restore it to its past greatness.
Really? How do you plan on doing that?
Commerce and trade have always been the sinew of civilization. Bazaars, markets, trade routes. I provide goods for fair prices to speed up the process here, in Chernobyl.
Take care of yourself. Christ, what kind of experiments have the KGB been conducting? Is the NAR trying to continue their work? Splinter, the KGB operator's nickname. I'll probably never know who he really was.
What's up, Dante?
What did you call me?
I was thinking about this book I read once, The Divine Comedy, when it suddenly struck me how much you resemble the main character, Dante.
Yeah?
You know, descending into hell to find his beloved and all that.
I'm impressed, Olivier. I didn't realize you were so well read.
I studied classical literature at the Royal Military College of Canada. And my father was especially keen on Shakespeare. Cry havoc and let's slip the dogs of war! God, did that get old.
I knew there was more to you than a soldier for hire, Olivier.
I guess I'm full of surprises. Just like you. Roger that, Rhino 1. Proceed as ordered. The area is clear. Do you copy?
Leave it, Charlie, Bluebird. We'll get to the target ASAP. Over and out.
Posing as the enemy. You're playing a dangerous game, Olivier.
I know what I'm doing. I've learned their code names and routines. Knowing your enemy is essential.
Clever. We need to get the upper hand over NAR whenever we can.
Agreed. I wasn't trained in cracking codes, but I know how to crack people. And this radio works perfectly with NAR encryption. I discovered something that may be of interest to you, Igor. NAR is sending a team out to locate some old KGB documents. Could be related to what you're looking for.
Sounds like a long shot, but it must be important if they're sending a squad, right?
My thoughts exactly. Also, it looks like there's an old Soviet installation beneath the Emerald Resort.
I know the place. Young pioneers used to have their summer camps there and play games.
Yeah, and the KGB was playing a different sort of game just beneath them. Underground.
I'll check it out. Anything that might get me info on Tatiana is worth a try.
Just, keep your feet on the ground, okay? Good luck, Igor.
I remember the young pioneer camp. Who would have thought that there were secret Soviet bunkers scattered around? Olivier tries hard to be friends with you, but is it genuine? He's a mercenary after all. Can you afford his brand of loyalty?
What?
You'll never find her. Leave this place.
What's taking you so long? Find me, love. Why did you abandon me?
You've come a long way to die, NAR rat. Or whoever you are. How did it go? Kill them all? The great rat catcher in the sky will know his own.
A happy Unabomber never considered someone might disarm his traps. No fireworks for you, nutjob. Dorothy? Pripyat Cafe? Duga? What in God's name does it all mean? Maybe I should rearm the traps.
What? Why?
Whoever's after us will most likely come here looking for clues. Wouldn't it be prudent to...
To what? Use this opportunity to try and thin the NAR ranks?
Exactly.
Look, I've done my fair share of killing, but I don't like that plan at all. God knows who might wander down here. What if a civilian walks into one of the traps?
You're right, it's too risky. I can't chance killing some Samoshel who went exploring.
Good. I'm glad you agree. You're finally starting to think like a military man.
Do you have a minute?
Something you wanted to talk about?
Someone. Did you know Anton has a daughter? Dasha?
My God.
He kept it from me for a long time. Even though we were friends, I did wonder sometimes why he didn't blow his pay on booze and women like the rest of us. He was putting money away for her future. For an education and stuff. He wanted her to have a better starting point in life. I've already decided that when this is all done, I'm going to find her and take care of her. But no one knows what the future holds, right? That's why I have a big favor to ask of you. If anything should happen to me, I'd like you to find Dasha and give her my pay. Please.
Olivier, please, don't talk like this. Once we've figured this whole thing out, you'll have plenty of opportunity to do that yourself.
No. I really need you to promise me this. Anton deserves no less.
I promise.
Anybody there? Hey! Answer the radio for once, you cocksuckers! This is fucking important, come on! Don't leave me standing here with my dick in my hand!
Who is this?
Who is this? Are you retarded? It's your fucking landlord, scrote! By the way, how are you enjoying your stay, Mr. Kiminyuk?
Mikhail, I'm in the middle of something.
Glad you like the place. I hope you leave it in the same pristine condition you found it. You got a real bargain, you know. But now we need to talk business. Anton and Olivier around?
Anton is... he was killed.
Oh my, what a pity. He was such a nice guy. Perhaps too fucking nice. Yep, I'd bet my last cigarette that's what got him killed.
I don't think so. What do you want, Mikhail?
I need you to return the favor and help me wipe the NAR database. And before you start bitching about it, I know you're not that kind of scientist. I'll walk you through the whole thing.
I should use any opportunity I get to hurt NAR. Okay, I'll do it.
That's my brave lad. Enter the building in the Duga complex. I'll be in touch.
I overheard your conversation with Mikhail. Don't tell me you're actually going.
Mikhail is a bit off, but he's not wrong about crippling NAR. It could buy us some time.
He sounds like a sociopath. Do you trust him?
No, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to deal with him.
We only need him because of this warehouse. Right now, he looks more like a liability than an asset. On the other hand, you might discover something important. I don't know. Nah, it's too risky. You should ignore him.
I think I'm going to go along on this one thing, and see how it goes.
I strongly advise against that. I know his type. He probably eats his Wheaties with cocaine in the morning.
Thank you for those wise words of wisdom. Let's table this discussion for now.
Do you really trust Mikhail? Perhaps you just want to follow the crazy and see how deep the rabbit hole goes. Once you cross that bridge, there's no turning back. The NAR will have you in their crosshairs.
Сообщает, что в связи с аварией внимание, внимание!
I, Tatiana Amelieva, take you, Igor Kimunik, as my wedded husband, and I promise you love, honor, and respect, to be faithful to you, and not to forsake you until death do us part.
Do you have open graves to find girls to fall in love with, Igor?
Do you have to open graves to find girls to fall in love with, Igor?
Heed the call from the void.
Heed the call from the void.
Repeat the words coming from my dead lips.
Repeat the words coming from my dead lips.
En Marana Domus Nava Cranatus.
En Marana Dominos Nava Cranatus.
Crudux Cruo.
Crudux Cruo.
Stop grasping what cannot be grasped.
Stop grasping what cannot be grasped.
Forget about her.
Forget about her.
Dig deeper, and pain is all you're going to find.
Dig deeper, and pain is all you're going to find.
That which is not dead. That which can eternally lie, and with strange eons, even love may die.
That which is not dead. That which can eternally lie, and with strange eons, even love may die.
Do you have open graves to find girls to...
You're here. Good. Let's get to it.
Before we begin, there's something I need to ask you. I'm looking for a woman.
A woman? Not many women around here. Try Kiev or maybe Slavonich.
I don't mean a prostitute. I'm looking for someone specific. Tatiana Amelieva.
Sorry, I don't know any Tatianas around here. Look, we're on the fucking clock. Can we get on with this? Alrighty then. First up, every mission needs a code name that is totally unrelated to the job itself. Any ideas?
I don't care.
I don't care. It's weird, but it's not gonna work for our purposes. How about Panzerkampfwagen? Hey, you like it, right? Good. Anyway, I tracked down the comms vehicle that does the rounds every week. There's a laptop inside that you need to get at.
And?
And upload an exploit that'll get you inside. I'll walk you through it.
Fine. Let's hope it works.
Look sharp. The truck is coming. Commence Operation Panzerkampfwagen. The fucking Panzerkampfwagen is on, my man. Over and out.
Mikhail, I've got the laptop. Tell me what to do.
Great fucking job. Type in www.heartisalonelyhunter.ru and press enter. Download the last file in the column, the one called Sweet Lonely Boy Will Meet Sugar Mom. Cool name, yeah? Execute the file and voila, you got access to their database. Unless you screw something up. Next step is to get to the comms tower and strike the fatal blow. Hey, Igor. Before you rush off, look for some intel first. You want to find Tatiana, remember?
Olivier is right. There must be something in the NAR database about Tatiana.
Fuck no, you can't do that! If you start digging around, they'll lock you out, and we'll lose our shot at kicking them in the digital nuts. Remember, you still need to get to the comms tower and upload the actual virus.
Can you provide some kind of distraction?
Abso-fucking-lutely! In fact, I've been waiting for you to ask.
Hey! Hey, you! Hey, cocksuckers! What's up? I'm over here! Is this what you guys do for work when you come back from Syria?
Contact. Second floor.
Don't let him get away!
Did he just blow himself up? God damn it! Mikhail! Mikhail!
I'm fine, but don't come near the building. I think the charges were too close to the chemical dump. What do you think is in those barrels? Fuck! Maybe you should call Gazprom's emergency line.
Just get the hell out of there!
Don't worry about me. Just wipe the servers. Go to www.heartisalonelyhunter.ru, download Smelly Panties of Doom, and execute. I wish you could search the data, but you only get to enter a single command before it boots you out, so no typos.
Fuck this maniac, Igor. Query the database while you got the chance.
It's done. I hope it hurts.
Igor,
Hey, what's up?
I was thinking about secrets.
Any particular secrets?
Did you know the medical data gathered after the atomic strike on Japan was classified?
Whoa, nothing like a ray of sunshine to start your day. Seriously though, it's not that surprising.
This American diplomat I met once told me about it. He said the US Army was shocked at how deadly the fallout was. They put more than $20 billion into the Manhattan Project, after all. After their amazing victory, they couldn't admit to the public how toxic it was. Even the American troops helping the Japanese rebuild were getting sick. So they confiscated all the medical data, Japanese and American, and classified it.
That's regrettable. The biggest crime the nuclear powers have committed against their citizens was failing to admit that long-term exposure to even low levels of radiation can be more deadly than a high dose received in a short amount of time.
Yeah, that kind of secret kills people.
Hey, hello? Fuck! Is anyone there?
Mikhail, are you okay?
Not really. I'm fucking stranded in the building I blew up. And there's something else is here. Hurry! You're gonna need a gas mask. Look in the building next to the monument. I'm sure a bright fellow like you will find it right away. Should have thought about the barrels earlier. And this gas, it's intense. It's making me hear things, see things.
Or it could just be the drugs he's on. Regardless, I can't just leave him there.
What the fuck is that? It's trying to get me! Help!
Can you see the smoker on the Duggar radar? I'm pretty sure that's your new best friend, Mikhail.
My dear Igor, you're like the old turtle who ferries creatures across the river on its back, even though some of them are scorpions. And a scorpion will sting. It can't help its nature.
Another respectable customer. Want to make the deal of your life?
You're not afraid of trading here?
Ah, I know what I'm doing, my good sir. I've been trading since the fall of the Soviet Union. And besides, no risk, no gain.
Sounds like you've traveled a lot.
The Grand Bazaar in Tehran, Jarmak, Europa in Warsaw, Taksim in Istanbul. I've been places, my friend. Oh, the things I've seen.
I'll bet you have. I have to ask, how does desolate Pripyat compare to these colourful places?
Hey, where there's demand, I provide supply. I'm the invisible hand of the free market. I've got Putin, Trump and Gates on my speed dial.
Is that right? What about Steve Jobs?
What? Yeah, him too.
Of course.
Anyway, money makes the world go round. But bartering is also good. You want to trade?
I'm looking for someone. Perhaps you've heard her name. Tatiana. Tatiana Amelieva. She used to work at the power plant. She went missing 30 years ago.
I'm sorry, my friend. It's been a while since I've seen a woman. I've been too busy.
Busy? With what?
With creating a new world of opportunities, my friend. I'm like Gordon Gekko, only smarter. And like Jack Ma, only more hard-working. I'm gonna build my commercial empire on the ashes of Chernobyl in no time.
Good luck. Good luck building your fortune, Mr. Invisible Hand.
Haha, thanks. But I'll make my own luck.
Mikhail! Up! 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 It's time to go! God, what is in those barrels? Must be some kind of incapacitating agent. Maybe Substance 78. The mask isn't stopping it. Gotta find Mikhail and get out of here fast!
I'm sorry. I'm so... Who are you? Mommy, did you bring the crystal? The green crystal. I need it so bad.
Is he talking about methamphetamine? Oh, this loser really is a junkie.
Behind you!
'Cause, 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 '
Mommy!
Fucking hey! Oh, the gas is getting stronger. If we don't leave now, we'll stay here forever.
Your sweet boy is right behind you, Mommy. Igor? Hey, what are you doing here? Oh my... Holy... Fuck. Did I do all this?
We barely made it out alive. The gas masks must have been faulty, but the hallucinogen should wear off fairly quickly.
I am so goddamn tired. I think I saw my mother. I must be dying or something. Just leave me here.
Why don't you come back to the warehouse with me? You need rest. Don't freak out, okay? I'll open the portal, and you can come back to the base.
What the hell was that? Are you trying to get yourself killed?
Well, you want to live forever, Professor? Besides, it had to be done. We gouged out their fucking eyes and cut off their ears. This time, NAR's hurting now. At least for a couple of days.
I meant blowing up the goddamn building while you were still inside.
Oh, that. Yeah, small miscalculation on my part. I really didn't know what was in those barrels. Shit. But it was worth it, right? We fisted those bastards hard. And you didn't hesitate even once. Admit it. You've got a killer somewhere inside you, Kiminyuk. Hey, Professor. Want to hear a funny story?
I don't have a choice, right?
You know, the first time I saw you, I said to myself, that guy must be a load of fun at parties. Okay, check this out. My uncle Misha used to go to Ozersk to buy large quantities of alcohol and chocolate from the staff of Mayak nuclear power plant. This was in the 50s. Ah, what a strange time that was. Whew! If you were working on a fucking A-bomb, you had your pick of all the delicacies denied to the rest of our motherland.
What can I tell you? I don't approve of that kind of system, but I guess they needed to keep the scientists happy.
Word has it was easier for those guys to get brandy than carrots. So they started to trade with the villages nearby. So, Misha.
For God's sake, I haven't got time for this.
Wait. This is gonna be good, I promise. So, Uncle Misha made contact with one of the Mayak workers. Nice girl. She snuck through a hole in the barbed wire fence to meet up with him. For a moment, Misha thought maybe they were gonna have a, you know, romantic encounter. A little tit-on-tit or something.
You mean, tete-a-tete?
What did I just say? Anyway, as soon as she sees Misha, she pulls a gun on him.
What?
I know, right? And she's like, relinquish all your potatoes and carrots or I'll shoot! But Misha didn't scare easily, and he was also quite a charmer. So he tipped his hat and replied, for a kiss from your lips, I'll get you all the potatoes in the world, my fair lady.
That's quite a story, Mikhail. What happened to this Casanova uncle of yours?
Oh, he was executed for speculation and whatnot. Beria didn't like how lax security had gotten, so he had a dozen guys lined up and shot as an example.
Too bad. Sounds like a colorful character.
That's the way the shit cookie crumbles. But he had a great fucking life, and that's what I'm going to remember.
Mikhail, you've been around. You could teach me something about surviving in the zone.
Abso-fucking-lutely I can. That's the smartest request you've ever made, Igor. Gathering and preparing herbs and mushrooms, scavenging for food, treating bullet wounds. I wouldn't last long in this shithole if it wasn't for my mad skills.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Listen up, Buttercup. There are many different skills you need to master to survive in the zone. Sneaking, spying, wheeling and dealing, stealing, eavesdropping, tour guiding.
Tour guiding?
Have you got a problem with that? Guiding clueless Westerners in search of cheap thrills is an honest and, more importantly, lucrative business. But stop interrupting. Where was I?
Surviving in the zone?
Ah, yes. Among the many skills a man needs in the field, one is particularly important for a noob like yourself. Would you like to guess what it is?
Wouldn't dream of it.
In that case, I'll tell you. It's the art of packing shit better so you can carry more shit around. You don't look impressed. I know it doesn't sound as exciting as jumping from helicopters or fighting 10 opponents using nothing but your flying feet of fury. That crap is the special purview of our favorite soldier boy, Olivier. But imagine you have to smuggle 3 crates of your best rotgut through an NAR checkpoint, and you only have space for 1 in your inventory. And why? Because you didn't pay attention when I was giving you some invaluable fucking lessons about packing. And now, you ruined somebody's wedding, their very special and important day, because there's not enough booze, and it's all your fucking fault!
I'm sorry?
But it's not too late to avert this catastrophe. Don't worry, the Pripyat 5 have got your back. I've got your back. Just watch me arrange chemicals, scrap metal, ammunition, and mask filters like a 3D puzzle. If you run into any problems, I will be your tour guide. Guide. Great! Looks like you're ready to save that wedding now. Well done! Good to see that big fat brain of yours doesn't get in the way of some real action. Listen closely and don't interrupt. I'm gonna help you hone your survival instinct. Pretend like your life depends on it. On second thought, don't pretend. Take this shit seriously, got it? All right then. You already know how to scout for useful herbs and mushrooms, eh? What you don't know is that the root of most plants can be eaten as well. If it's not rotten and you pull the plant out efficiently, you have a good chance of getting some free food. How fucking great is that? So, the more plants you gather, the better your chances of finding something edible. You try it now. I'm gonna give you 60 seconds to gather as many healing herbs and mushrooms as you can. Ready? Go! It's okay, I guess. You'll survive out there, probably, maybe. Anyways, that's it for now. What the fuck are we doing here again? Oh, right.
Oh, glad you remembered, since you're the one who dragged me out into the wilderness.
Listen carefully, and don't ask questions if you don't want to hear the answers.
Why would I not want...
Don't interrupt! Where was I? Right. You'll need to master many vital skills in order to survive in the field. A true stalker needs to know how to fucking survive in the wilderness. And what's the most important secret of survival?
I have no idea, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Eating well. And you can only eat well if you know which mushrooms and herbs are edible. Also, don't drink irradiated water.
Oh, that sounds sensible.
I know, right? Of course, you may stumble upon magic mushrooms from time to time. It happened to my friend. He ingested too much psilocybin one night and decided to go find some shadows and explain the meaning of life. I never saw him again. So, Igor, eat well, don't do drugs, and you should be just fine. That's it.
Wait, you had me walk all the way out here just to tell me that?
No, what kind of idiot do you think I am? I've been putting together this compendium of herbs and mushrooms for some time. Take it. They'll be calling you the Red Forest Chef in no time.
I could have just read this in the... Never mind. Thanks, Mikhail. Appreciate it.
What are we doing again? Ah, yes, I remember now. I'm going to teach you how to scavenge for supplies. It's very fucking important that a true stalker can recognize all the different kinds of herbs and mushrooms, right? You also need to know how to spot useful stuff, like electronics or parts. You feel me? Very fucking useful. You can use this shit to build something really badass. But you also need to be fast. You can't be wandering around like an idiot, or something will come up and bite you in the ass. That's why we're gonna time this exercise. I'll give you 60 seconds to find anything usable. I don't care if you're ready or not. 3, 2, go! Time's up. Come on, Igor. Let's show our studio audience how you did. Not bad for an ancient scholar from a past era. Not bad at all. We're done here, Igor. Gathering supplies seems easy enough, right? Well, it's fucking not. You need to know shit. For example, herbs with large leaves can often be found in the vicinity of their smaller brothers, or even beneath them, so being extra observant means additional stuff. Ready to put Uncle Mikhail's knowledge to the test? Okay, let's make a healing ointment. You need to find 2 mushrooms and 2 healing herbs. And because my time is so precious, I'm giving you no more than 60 seconds to find them. 3, 2... Ah, fuck it, just go already. Go fetch me some motherfucking mushrooms and herbs, Professor. Not bad, not bad. Let's work on the healing ointment now. All right, that's all for now.
Hey, Igor. Can we talk?
Sure. What's up?
I've seen some weird shit in my time, but I just can't get used to being inside... how to put it?
Inside the space-time tunnel, connecting singularities.
You're doing it again.
Doing what?
Using fancy science jargon that means nothing to me. I'm not a scientist.
Sorry, force of habit. The physics of this phenomena is very complex, even for me. Trust me on that.
Or maybe you're just keeping things from us.
Ridiculous. Why would I do that?
Because knowledge is power. Or maybe because this thing, this Chernobylite, might open a gate to hell. And you don't want anyone to know.
Still ridiculous.
Is it? You're like a sorcerer holding a key to the mystery of the world. Who knows? Maybe you'll end up a prophet, the time-traveling mystic of the zone.
I believe in science, not magic.
To the common man, they might as well be the same thing, my friend.
I know you're there, little mouse. Pick up.
Who is this?
A better question is, who are you?
What?
I kid, Mousy, I kid. I know where you are, and I know who you are looking for, yes? Let this be enough for now. Listen, I have something to show you, something very important. Oh, but we must meet in person. Oh, this is not something to explain. It must be seen.
I don't know who you are, but I'm not walking blindly into some trap.
Blind? Oh, goodness, no, on the contrary. I wish for you to see. Meet me at the Duga Radar Command Center. You know it, yes.
Duga Radar? Who the hell is this? Oh, this is insane.
I heard. What are you going to do?
Go meet our mystery man, I guess.
The real mystery is why that guy isn't strapped to a bed someplace, juiced up on Haldol.
He may know something. I have to take the risk.
Sure. He might know something. Or he might just be waiting to split your skull open with a hatchet and eat your liver. I really don't think this is a good idea. It sounds exactly like a trap.
Tatiana's the reason I came here in the first place. I can't start playing it safe now. I have to try. For her.
Listen, you've got to temper that obsession of yours with good sense. Otherwise it'll get you killed.
Regardless of how I feel about Tarakan, he could be my only chance of finding Tatiana.
Suit yourself. But you could just as easily be racing towards your own death, and this lunatic already knows our location. Him and his nutty buddies could be closing in on us right now. We have a good defensive position here. We should sit tight and defend it, if it comes to that.
I appreciate the tactical input, Olivier, but I have to do this.
Duga, a huge, frightening monstrosity made of steel. The epitome of the Cold War and insatiable ambition. But what does it have to do with you or me? It's been so many years, but someone must remember Igor. Someone has to know.
Hey, please.
What the hell?
It doesn't look good, huh?
How did this happen?
Those things attacked us. The last one got to me. I blew its face off. And now I'm stuck here. By the way, can you spare a bullet?
You want to kill yourself?
I'm not stupid. I know I'm not getting out of this. At least, let me end it before another one of those things shows up. Or kill me. At least you're a human.
Wait, there must be some way to get you out of this.
You're free to look for one. Just don't leave me hanging, huh? I'll be damned. I was sure I was a goner. Thank you.
Maybe be more careful from now on,
I will. Listen, I'll remember your face. Hopefully I can return the favor one day. Enemy attack now! Call for backup! You came to finish the job, you bastard!
What the hell happened here?
Use your eyes, genius! That goddamn creature from hell got the drop on us.
Here, this should get you back on your feet.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
Hello, fellow prospector.
And what have you both been doing here anyway?
Well, let's...
Really?
You've got a knife.
I've got a knife.
Thank you, my...
Who's there? Why are you loitering here?
Easy. I'm just looking for some parts.
What? Speak louder.
I'm looking for some parts.
Stop yelling. It's not safe here.
Why isn't it safe?
What kind of question is that? NKVD, of course.
NKVD? The secret Soviet police?
These bastards came around here snooping. They arrested my sister-in-law for being a kulak. And she only has 2 cows. 2 fucking cows, goddammit.
The NKVD doesn't exist anymore. You don't need to worry about them.
Yes. Yeshov is a piece of shit. His goons are persecuting everyone. Even decorated war heroes like myself. Duh.
Oh my.
What? You've got to speak louder, lad. My hearing is not so good anymore after some Fritz threw a grenade into my bunker.
Do you have anything to trade? Perhaps some parts?
Why didn't you ask sooner? Of course I do. I'll trade you junk for some bullets. I need to arm myself in case the NKVD comes back.
This is the same music box I gave to Chana for her birthday. What's this? There's something clipped to the inside. Is this a bug? So, Tatiana was under KGB surveillance. Why? What did they want with her?
Why did you come here?
Recognize it?
You wanted to talk. Let's talk.
Not with me. The old fella wanted you to see this first.
You're running out of time.
How did you get it?
Not here. Meet me in the building next door in a couple of minutes.
This just keeps getting better and better.
What took you so long? Did the tiny dancer get your attention? Old man said it would. He's gotta test you before he decides if he likes you. Every fucking thing is a test with that crumbling fruitcake. But at least he pays well.
Are you going to explain to me what this is all about?
Captain Spastic said you'd recognize a big fucking radar assembly and that it means something to you. Then he mumbled something about the Rat King and the end of the world, but I don't think he was serious about that part.
I came here to talk to the old man, not his errand boy. I'm going back.
The fuck you say? You're a lucky son of a bitch. I'd mess you up, but then I wouldn't get paid. Now shut your fucking face and pay attention when your betters are talking. You got a choice to make. It's easy. You can either use the detonator to blow this metal monstrosity to Kingdom Come, or you can use the other thingy to upgrade your PDA. That will improve the functionality of every scanner in the network.
Why do I have to choose?
Dunno. Don't care. I did my fucking job. Now you do yours.
And who the hell are you supposed to be?
I'm a man on a job, that's all. Yeah? That's all you need to know, friendo. Last piece of advice. This guy is crazy loco, sure, but there's always some kind of reason behind what he's doing. So, ask yourself, why would he want you to make this choice?
Want to hang out for a bit?
Yeah, good idea. Is there something you wanted to talk about?
Actually,
Why don't you tell me about yourself? You're from Canada, right?
Yeah. My grandfather moved there from Ukraine when that was still an option. I grew up in a military family with military traditions. You might say my upbringing was as straight as the barrel of a gun. It was as much a curse as it was a blessing.
No family's perfect, I guess.
Our fathers keep tormenting us long after they've passed. Isn't that so? You know what's worse than being raised by a control freak? Being raised by a control freak who's also a former army colonel and a goddamn millionaire.
Sounds like you had a lot of expectations to meet.
Oh yeah. But whatever I did, it was never good enough. Not even after I made it into JTF-2. The top of the top. An elite unit of the Canadian Army. But I wouldn't give up. I was relentless. I was eventually promoted to my own command, and then disaster struck. We were ambushed near Raqqa in Syria, and everyone was shot to pieces. Except me. Every day. I think if only I could go back and change what happened.
I'm sorry, Olivier. That must have been hard.
It still is. I never went home afterwards. Everyone thinks I'm KIA. I'd rather be a dead hero back in Canada than a living failure.
Well, that's quite a story. I know you'll find a way to deal with your past, Olivier. You're strong enough. Tanya, and wait, is that Boris?
Beautiful, isn't it? Igor gave it to me for my birthday. He's such a cute dork. It's from Leningrad. He's so sweet.
A tiny dancer? That's all he sees you as, huh? He doesn't really understand you like I do. If you'd only give us a chance, Tanya.
Boris, please don't make me go through this again. Don't destroy our friendship.
You don't need to worry about that. I will always be your best friend, but I can't forget that evening when we were at the Silver Lake in Gachina, and you said...
We had our moment, but it's in the past now. Please, Just don't.
If that's what you really want. But you're making a mistake, Tanya. Igor is too buried in his books to see the real you. He only sees the perfect little Slavic woman. Fragile, supportive, and obedient. You're not yourself around him, Tanya. Afraid of overshadowing his accomplishments. Scared of driving him away. With me, you would never have to pretend. Never have to be someone you're not.
I've never been more myself than when I'm with Igor. Don't try to get in my head, Boris. I've made my choice. You need to accept that. I'm really sorry if I hurt you. I regret that. Let's just finish our tea. I need to be back home by 5.
What? I remember the music box. It was from Leningrad. But Boris? Was he making a pass at Tanya? I trusted that son of a bitch.
I think we're all set. That was a great idea with the music box, Comrade Major.
Boris was talking to the KGB? I should have seen it. He was always so overly ambitious.
Yes, I'm positive. She's about to blow the lid off the whole thing. And with her affiliations, there's no telling how long it'll be before the Western press gets wind of the Duga project. So I recommend that you move fast, Comrade Major. We need to make sure that our work continues without distraction. She's a dangerous dissident and needs to be put away. As for Kimenyuk, we need him so our work can continue. He's not involved in Amalieva's machinations. He's quite naive. He's what Comrade Lenin would call a useful idiot. Except he also happens to be a brilliant scientist, of course.
Thank you, Boris. It's good to know that you always had my back, and that you were involved in the plot to kidnap Tatiana. Tanya? What?
What do you want?
Tatiana Amlieva, please, come with us quietly.
It's better if you don't make a scene, for your own sake.
What's all this about? Who are you?
The better question is, who are you, Tatiana Femina Amlieva? Your father would be ashamed of you. Or does he know that you're plotting to betray your own motherland? Perhaps he's in on it too.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
We'll see about that. We're gonna have a nice, long chat, Amalieva.
As it is, we've got a mutual friend, Amlieva. Boris told us all about you.
What? No, he would never.
The party has done so much for you, and this is how you repay us.
You've got your head filled with this Western nonsense. Yes. We've seen your contraband, this garbage. It makes me sick.
You're not happy being a proper Soviet woman, huh? You've grown tired of pretending?
Well, the game is over. Time to show your true face. You're a reactionist and a provocateur, ready to sell your country's secrets to the CIA.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Please, let me go.
What would your fiancé Igor have to say about this, He's such a good comrade. When he hears of this, he will despise you. If you continue to resist, we'll pay a visit to your family in Murmansk. Don't make us do that. The drive always puts me in a foul mood.
Please, no, don't. I'll come willingly.
Good girl.
What are you doing? Get away from me! Don't touch me! Leave me alone!
Please. I can't take it anymore.
Lord, have mercy. Kill me, please. Kill me.
I can't believe this is real. Boris was jealous of me and Tanya? And when she turned him down, he got back at her by informing on her to the KGB. That goddamn rat. I trusted him. Good God. I knew she hated this system, but exposing state secrets to the Western press? Can that even be true? It could be. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Answer the radio, mousy, mousy, mouse. You know that I know you're there. You cannot hide from me, little mouse. The Rat King is almost upon us. But today, you stopped him in his tracks. I'm proud of you, mousy. You and I are going to be good friends, I think.
Right, whatever. Oh, great and powerful rat catcher.
Let us meet in person, mousy. For real this time. Pripyat Port, look for a red sign painted on a wall. This symbol will protect us from the Rat King.
I hope you're not wasting my time.
Red sign, Pripyat Port. Goodbye.
Tarakan is a curious figure, wouldn't you agree? Very Shakespearean with all his mice and rats. Fascinating people can also be very dangerous, my love. Watch your step and don't fall into a trap, mousy.
Mousy, hey, over here!
Enough jerking me around. What do you know about Tatiana?
The woman in the red dress. Yes, of course. You have proven yourself worthy, and I need many allies in the upcoming war against the Rat King. The apocalypse is coming soon, yes.
Who is this Rat King?
A smart question. One that I've been trying to answer myself for years. The Rat King will usher in the end of days. He and his army of rodents. They're a plague of biblical proportions. The end of all.
Oh, I don't have time for this. Please get to the point, if there is one.
You will make time once you see the truth. But never mind that for now. You have questions? Ask. I'm the keeper of the memories of those devoured by the Rat King. You could say I'm a rat catcher, but really, I'm more of an observer. And NAR needs to be observed very closely. Quiet, mousy. They're here. Oh, shit. Rat King got the better of us this time. They mustn't get their filthy paws on my archives. Oh, you never expected the second test to come so fast, eh? Sorry, mousy.
Shit. Oh, fuck.
What's new, Igor?
Nothing much. What about you? Still thinking about Anton?
Yeah. We had some great adventures together as mercenaries.
I remember Anton talking about Kashem. What was that all about?
Kashem was a nasty piece of business. How much do you know about the civil war in Syria?
Not much. I've had other things on my mind.
You and the rest of the world. Nobody cares about those people. For the big players, Russia, the US, China, most of these war-torn countries are nothing but a playground for testing their weapons and making policy. It's called war by proxy. Us mercs usually play a supporting role to the armies on the ground, supplying intel, equipment, and tech. There's an unspoken rule that we never attack each other directly, but sometimes we get in each other's way, and then things can get out of hand. That's what happened in Kashim. Assad's forces, backed by Russian mercenaries, clashed with the SDF, which was supported by the US. The US used dozens of drones, fighter jets, and helicopters to pretty much annihilate the opposition. Anton and his mercenary buddies weren't equipped to deal with that kind of air superiority. He watched some of his friends die, and came close to getting killed himself.
I admire your bravery and dedication, Olivier. And Anton's. Still, I can't help but wonder why we keep killing each other over some godforsaken strip of land. It goes against everything I believe.
And I admire your idealism, Igor. But you're in the minority, and sometimes violence is the only way to solve a problem. That's something I think you're going to learn in the near future.
Hey.
I've been thinking about the nuclear disaster. They never got as much coverage in the press as Chernobyl. Not anything like it. Isn't that odd?
I think the Americans just wanted to distract the world from what was going on in their own nuclear backyard.
Interesting. Some might call it a conspiracy theory, but do you think Chernobylite has already been discovered someplace else?
I really don't know. But if nuclear fusion is the key, then we should probably expect it to appear in other places. Hanford, Windscale, Bushehr, Fukushima. There are about 450 operational nuclear reactors in the world right now.
Yeah. Something to think about, eh? But let's focus on what's in front of us. One problem at a time, Professor.
Right.
Are you hungry, Igor?
Not at the moment, thanks. Are you making something?
Just kidding. The meat I've stashed away, I would never share it with you. Hell, this meat I wouldn't feed to my worst enemy. Or maybe only to my worst enemy.
What are you on about, Mikhail?
I've spent a lot of time in the zone. Too much time, doing various kinds of deals. Along the way, I learned about what happened in our beloved motherland after the big fucking reactor exploded.
Okay, let's hear it.
After your dumbass scientists caused the explosion and irradiated us and half of Europe, someone told the party apparatchiks they needed to slaughter all the livestock in the area. We're talking 50,000 sheep and cattle.
Of course. It was regrettable, but a reasonable thing to do, Mikhail.
Right. But we wouldn't be Slavs if it wasn't for our fucking ingenuity and business acumen, huh? We always find a way. Hell, not even 100 years of communism could uproot our inbred knack for wheeling and dealing. Anyway, some genius decided it would be a waste to just throw all that meat in an incinerator. The animals were slaughtered, all right, but not destroyed. Instead, their glow-in-the-dark meat was mixed in with the flesh of healthy animals and shipped to Moscow. Cool, huh?
This sounds like the exact opposite of cool, Mikhail.
The glowing sausages left the party officials scared shitless. Their solution was to immediately ship it somewhere else. Georgia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan. But the truth was already out. And nobody wanted this generous gift. So, there was this freaking ghost train rolling through Ukraine and Belarus from one station to another, filled with radioactive meat that no one dared touch. This toxic meat train cruised the Soviet Empire for 3 years. 3 fucking years! Before the cooling system broke down. At that point, the KGB stepped in and eventually buried the cargo. But I managed to snag a piece for myself, and I'm keeping it. It could be very valuable one day.
Valuable? How?
Not sure yet. It could have sentimental value. Or maybe I could use it to blackmail someone.
You're insane. Please keep your radioactive meat away from our kitchen.
Igor, hey, got a second? Just talk to my, business partner on the radio.
What is it?
He's knee-deep in the shit. NAR is after him. But that's to be expected if you keep taking from them and giving unto yourself, huh?
I see. That kind of business.
Let's not get bogged down with the details. Just check if he's okay, would you? He's hiding somewhere near the Pripyat port.
Mikhail claims that everything is just business, but I know you can tell he's holding back the whole truth, can't you? There's a deep darkness within him, caused by loss and grief. Don't let it suck you in.
Who's there? Don't shoot.
Relax. Mikhail sent me. Are you his business associate?
His what? Ah, yes. Sure. Sure thing. I've been shot. I need help.
Mikhail, I found your friend. NAR did a number on him. It doesn't look good.
Fuck! Well, help the man! I need him! He's got connections. Besides, he doesn't deserve to die like that. Like a dog.
Let me patch you up.
Thank you. I don't have anything on me. I had to drop everything when I ran. But I've got some intel you can have.
I'm looking for someone. Her name is Tatiana Amelieva.
She plays a violin, right? Sibelius.
Yes. My God, that's her favorite composer. You know her?
I can still hear the music. Beautiful. Inspired. Sibelius is not for everyone. Weeks ago, I started having the dreams. Only the music at first. Then I saw her. She didn't say anything, but I understood. She communicated with me through the music. My wife Katya used to play the violin, you see. That was our connection.
What did she communicate?
I wrote it down someplace. But it's still in my hideout. Probably swarming with NAR goons.
Don't go anywhere. I'm going to check your hideout. This is very important to me. You'll be fine. I promise.
Fools rush in. You know this expression, Igor? You're like a foolish child wandering in the dark. You think you're getting closer, but the dark water is rushing in. Soon it will be over your head. You should have stayed away. You cannot ruin everything now. I won't allow it. So, want to show me what you're made of? Now run. I will hurt you if I have to. I'm giving you a 10-second head start. Why did you have to come back? Let's see what you're made of.
People exposed to Chernobylite are able to communicate with each other. That's why people can see Tatiana. That's why I can see her too.
So, how is he?
Wounded, but he's gonna make it.
Oh, that's a relief. He has access to different goods and a lot of useful contacts.
Looking out for your fellow man, eh, Mikhail?
Fuck you, Mr. Righteous. Maybe this is some kind of romantic adventure for you, but some people have to make a living here. Sir, good morning, sir.
Stop calling me sir. What do you want, Mikhail?
I'm just fucking teasing you, man, because I'm bored. You used to live in England, didn't you?
Eating your full English breakfast, drinking Darjeeling tea, scooting around in your Aston Martin, sipping martinis, mingling with high society. A regular James fucking Bond.
I ate porridge for breakfast, for Christ's sake.
Relax, I'm kidding. I did a piece of business with some Brits once. Good blokes. They drank Stolichnaya with Red Bull. Loopy fuckers.
Why are you wasting my time, Mikhail?
I knew a guy once, when I used to do business in Moscow. This guy wasn't a Brit, he was Scottish. I think his name was Daniel. He was absolutely fascinated by the Moscow sewers. Daniel was looking for a guide, so I took him on a tour of the underground. Told him some really top-drawer fucking tales. About nuclear bunkers under the Moskva River where Putin will hide when the zombie apocalypse comes. About the lizard people from Zeta Reticuli controlling the amount of sugar in your Starbucks coffee. He was a tad skeptical, though. Reminds me of you. And that worries me.
Why?
You've spent too much time in the rotten capitalistic West, comrade. You know what I mean. Anyway, I hope our humble way of life isn't too much of a shock for you.
Oh, trust me. I'll always be Ukrainian in my heart.
Great! I'll drink to that. Yeah, as soon as I find something better to drink, that is.
Hi, Igor. I trust everything's going well?
Yes. Yes, what about yourself?
I'm as well as can be expected.
You've been through a lot, haven't you?
Yes. I've seen some really fucked up shit since I became a soldier of fortune. I fought Somali pirates, trained insurgents in Latin America. I even helped squash an uprising at a diamond mine in Africa.
You never felt what you were doing was somehow wrong?
I never really thought about it. War is all I've ever known. Besides, it's a matter of perspective. To NAR, you and me are the bad guys. Reactionaries, terrorists.
You're overthinking this.
Don't worry. I remember where my loyalties lie, and who's paying me. Besides, I still have a score to settle with that Black Mask freak.
Rhino 3, this is Bluebird. Do you read? Over.
This is Rhino 3, reading you loud and clear, Bluebird. Over.
Rhino 3, change of plans. Jack Frost is heading for the Kapachi Kindergarten. ETA 3 hours. Provide support for a helo. Over.
Wilco, Bluebird, we're moving out. ETA 2 hours. Over and out.
Jack Frost? That's an old nickname me and Boris gave Professor Semenov when we were still students. Could it be? He brought me here to Pripyat years ago. Helped me get Tatiana a position too. And now he works for NAR? He must have his reasons, and he's always been a brilliant scientist. He's still my best shot at finding Tatiana. I need to see him.
Your old mentor, huh? Try and find him if you think it's important. Just be extra careful.
I'm always careful, Olivier.
You'll most likely have an escort. Try to sneak past. Don't go Rambo on them.
Georgy Semenov, a good old Jack Frost. You must wonder what happened to him all those years ago. Why would he work with the NAR, my love? Surely he must have a good explanation. He was always kind to us.
I don't get it. We dispatched an entire squad to fly in here and escort this old fart just so he can dig through some papers?
This old fart is more valuable to them than an entire battalion of grunts like you.
Guess I'm in the wrong line of work, huh? Not at all, Sasha. I think you're exactly where you're supposed to be.
You. I'm surprised to see you here. You are.
It's Igor. You remember me, Professor Semenov, don't you? It's been a long time. I thought you would have retired by now. But I guess there's no rest for a man of science like you and me.
Igor, it's so good to see you. But what are you doing here? It's not safe.
What are you doing here, Professor? Are you really working for NAR? Do you know what they're doing in the zone? How they treat the Samoshels?
Please, Igor, slow down. My concern is science, as it always has been. The politics and administrative piffle, I leave to others.
Then what are you doing here exactly?
You don't need to worry about me. I haven't turned into Dr. Mengele. I study the local, fauna. They're very peculiar, very dangerous. You must have run into them at some point. There are reports dating back from before the Chernobyl catastrophe. It's very important that we gather every bit of available information.
Let the man catch his breath. Otherwise he may become suspicious. He was probably forced to work for NAR. That's my guess.
The shadows, yes. They seem to have some connection to Chernobylite.
So you know about Chernobylite? Did you get a chance to study it? Perhaps we could compare notes. And what about yourself, Igor? Why are you here? This is a restricted area, as you must know.
I haven't seen Tatiana in 30 years. I seem to have some blank spots in my memory. I can't remember what happened the night of the disaster. I need to find her. I need to find out what happened to us.
Reactor number 4. That was a real disaster. Some of our colleagues paid the ultimate price for this misguided experiment. That's what happens when politicians are placed in charge of scientists. And Tatiana, such a sweet girl, and your friend Boris, you three were inseparable. I called you my 3 musketeers, remember? Look, my security detail will be back soon to collect me. I don't want them to hurt you or start asking questions.
How can I get in touch?
I will find you. Now, go.
Hey, Igor. How are you?
I'm all right. What about you? Have you started to regret joining our little suicide squad yet?
No way. I live for this kind of thing. And since Anton's death, it's personal for me now.
Hopefully you won't change your mind. Shadows, NAR, Chernobylite, it's all a bit overwhelming.
Years ago, I met a young pirate. Just a kid, really. I was part of a team retaking a hijacked cruise ship off the Somali coast. The kid's colleagues chained him to a machine gun so he couldn't escape, and told him to shoot anyone trying to board the ship. He was so scared when he saw us, he froze in place. The chain was too thick for us to cut, and we didn't know what to do with him. There was no way in hell we could turn our backs on a PKM. I could have knocked him unconscious, but a blow to the head with a rifle butt could just as easily kill him. So I did the only thing I could. I unloaded his weapon and broke the boy's fingers. On both hands, to be safe. When it was over, we brought him back to Canada. Trudeau found him a nice foster family. I understand you feel responsible for this mission, Igor, but I also have a stake in this. Trust me, I will do whatever it takes to see this through. Whatever it takes.
Hey there, boss man. Got a minute?
Sure. What is it?
I need to ask you something, Igor. And you have to be absolutely fucking straight with me.
Whoa, Mikhail. Should I be scared?
No, but I need you to really take me seriously. I sometimes get the feeling that you don't. What are your plans with NAR and Kozlov?
I don't know yet. Why?
Because I've got a feeling that you'd be willing to parlay with them, even come to some kind of agreement. And I want to make sure you understand that I won't fucking allow it.
Is that so? What would you have me do, Mikhail?
Annihilate the motherfuckers, that's what I'd have you do! Hang Kozlov from the highest branch of the tallest tree in Pripyat!
Look, I came here to find Tatiana. That's what matters to me.
Right. That's what matters to you. And what about me?
There's a lot of anger in you, Mikhail. I get it, but...
But what? But your motherfucking pain is better than mine? You pose as a cool and level-headed guy, but sometimes you act like an egocentric prick.
What do you want from me, Mikhail?
Tatiana is your goal, not mine. I will have my closure, and I'll have my revenge. You have no problem using me for your mission whenever it suits you. there may come a time when I use you for mine.
Please, just try and cool off. Don't do anything rash.
No promises, Professor. No fucking promises.